I was distraught, and so much so that I actually hit my knees and prayed. And I'd grown up in a Christian background, so this is one of the things that I did. I still do, right? And my prayer was, Father, I want to know what truth is, and I'm willing to die for it if necessary. And I meant it. That was on a Saturday night. The following Tuesday, 11/11/1975, I came back from class and was doing my afternoon meditation in between study or school and studies, and I'm laying across my dorm room bed listening to Journey's first album. And in between the vocals and the vamp, I hear this voice I've been familiar with since a child. I mentioned I was orphan and adopted earlier. When I found out I was adopted, I had one remaining question, and that was if I have a father and mother, and can I talk to them? And it turns out I could. The voice came to me a few weeks later and has been with me ever since. That's a little nerve-wracking for a young boy. So this same voice called me by name, Bruce, and said, are you willing to die for what you believe in? And in that instant, my first thought was Christ consciousness. I checked in. It felt a little empty. I wasn't sure why, didn't question it. I moved on to cosmic consciousness. That felt full. So I said yes. And talk about impeccable timing. As soon as I said yes, there was a guitar riff sound like a rocket ship taking off, and I get a tug from my solar plexus, and I pop out of body. I'd had plenty of OBEs prior to, so I was really comfortable with it. But anyway, I popped out of body. I turned to look at my body laying across my dorm room bed, turned back to look where I was going, and before I can get turned around, I was engulfed by white light. And it had this pure, effervescent, iridescent, high-pitched sensation. Then I realized I was thinking and I was analyzing it. And I was like, whoo, I'm thinking I can't be dead. Wow, is there more? And because there was an individuation and yet a feeling of collective consciousness there. All there is, right? Infinite intelligence. And yet I was part of it, but still individuated. So after the question, I felt a movement, and I'm in an indigo background with points of light surrounding me. I knew the points of light were points of consciousness, whether in body or not. I wasn't sure because I knew I wasn't. I had a sense that they were somehow. And once I had that series of thoughts, then the voice picked back up, and it blew me away and still rules my life today. It says, these are those that you are to work with in order to facilitate a new world order. Now, at that time, this meant harmony among people and planet to me. And so the voice, keeps going. It says, know this to be true. It will happen in your lifetime. Know this to be true. Your path will be full of trials and tribulations. Have faith and trust that everything you need will be there at its appointed time. Trust and allow. And then I felt another rush of energy, and I'm back in my body, still eyes closed, but I'm taking a gulp of air, right? I timed it later as 2 minutes and 42 seconds when I was gone. At that point, when I re-entered my body, I instantly knew that we are all cosmic consciousness condensed into form, just unaware. And so 50 years has been, okay, how do I explain all this?